Hey guys, it's Sasha. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing my Contemporaryathon TBR. Now, Contemporaryathon runs from the 11th of February till the 17th of February. I'll link down all the announcements videos and all the hosts and staff who's doing this readathon. There are 7 challenges. I will not be reading 7 books because I can't even read 7 books in a month, let alone a week. But I'm just going to tell you the books I'll be reading for each challenge. So for the first challenge, which is the most recent contemporary book you acquired, I can't remember the last contemporary book I bought, but the last book that I actually saved on Scribd. So I'll be using this book for that challenge. I'll be using it for the blurple cover challenge and also for a non-traditional format challenge. I will be reading Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Really excited about this book just because I loved Seven Husbands, and I also really liked Maybe in Another Life by her as well. So I'm pretty sure Taylor Jenkins Reid is going to be becoming one of my favorite authors, which I have no problems with. So Forever Interrupted, I believe, is about this couple. It's insta love. What happens, like they fall in love and they get married in the space of like a week or 2 weeks or whatever. But then apparently the dude dies. So the wife has to try and fight for his will or whatever with his mother, who has no idea that the wife exists. So I'm really excited to get into that book. So next book I'll be reading is The Roanoke Girls by Amy Engel. This is for the challenges, a book that you're supposed to read in 2018 but never did, and it's also for the dark / emotional / mystery thriller contemporary book. I haven't really seen it that much lately, but the cover is gorgeous and I'm just really excited to get into this book and also just to get thrilled. The next challenge is read a book with a picture on the spine, and I'll be reading Always a Bridesmaid by Lindsay Kelk. This has a dress on the spine right there. And I picked this up while I was in Adelaide in 2016 for my birthday trip because I think I kind of knew that my now husband was going to propose on that trip, and he was going to, but he never did. But that's a different video. But I'm really excited to read this book because I've had it on my shelf for ages. This book is just about this girl called Maddie who is always a bridesmaid, and she's got her best friend who is getting married, and then her other best friend is getting a divorce. So it looks like Maddie's going between the two and just figuring out her love life in the midst of all this love shenanigans that are happening. And the last book I'll be reading is The Hate Race by Maxine Beneba Clark. This is a book about a woman growing up Black in Australia. So this is for the Diverse Contemporary Challenge. I think it is a memoir, like it says right there, it's a memoir. But I read a little bit when I was cleaning out my library. I was trying to, I'm like, should I keep this book? Should I get rid of it? And I'm like, no, I had no idea that this was a Black main character. I don't even know where this book came from, to be honest. But because Australia Day just happened here, and there is a lot of talk trying to change that date because a lot of Aboriginals call it Invasion Day. Actually, I'm pretty sure every Aboriginal calls it Invasion Day. And I think it'll just be a good read just so I can get an understanding of what growing up Black in Australia was like back in the, I believe this was the 80s and the 90s. And I think this is going to be a really important read for myself and for anyone else that reads it. I'm just hoping that I get a lot out of it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be giving me the Hate You Give vibes, because the Hate You Give was like focused on a teenager, where this one I believe it might be more focused on an adult. But I am really super excited to read this book. So these are the books that I'll be reading for the Contemporaryathon in February. They're all pretty short, so hopefully I will get to them. And plus, they're all on my TBR, and I've had them all for ages. They're all books that I bought in 2016, but I never read them. And it's now 2019, so I really should get to it. So let me know what you're reading for Contemporaryathon down below. If you're not participating in it, that's totally okay, because readathons aren't for everyone. I love readathons personally because it really kicks my butt into gear into getting books read. I think this will be my first readathon for the year, which I'm really excited for. If you have read any of the books that I mentioned in my TBR, let me know down below which one you think that I should start first. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Add me on Goodreads at Sasha Reads and on Bookstagram at Sasha Reads as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye!